After years of vision and more than 4 years of planning and development, the Texas Tech School of Veterinary Medicine is a reality. Coming up, we'll have a look at the official first steps towards the state's second ever vet school.
Students looking for escape from campus were given some options during an annual event. We'll have all the details on today's Study Abroad Fair next.
And it may be fall, but the Texas Tech basketball teams are already making news in anticipation of the 2019-2020 season. We'll let you know when and where you can catch the biggest action of the upcoming season.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Paige Sachse.
And I'm Angelina Galvan. Texas Tech University officially made history this morning in Amarillo during a long-awaited event.
That's right, Angelina. After nearly 4 years of planning, lobbying, and development, university representatives officially broke ground on the Texas Tech School of Veterinary Medicine. Starting at 10 a.m., Chancellor Ted Mitchell, President Lawrence Skuvanek, and other tech officials gathered at the university's Health Sciences Center Amarillo campus. The event started with a ceremony to acknowledge the efforts made by the university, the city of Amarillo, and the supporters of the new school. Following the ceremony, representatives from the university and the city of Amarillo grabbed a shovel and turned the dirt to officially start the process of building the vet school facility. The process of creating the new program started back in 2015 with the announcement of plans to create only the second vet school in the state of Texas. The university faced opposition from the Texas legislature in 2017, but a renewed push led to the House and Senate approving $17.4 million for the new school earlier this summer. With today's groundbreaking, the university is on schedule to open the new vet school in 2021.
Today's groundbreaking isn't the only thing Texas Tech has to celebrate this week. The university is also making news after hitting another milestone this fall. On Monday afternoon, Texas Tech announced that 2019's fall enrollment officially set a new record. As of last week, 38,803 students were officially enrolled in classes for the fall semester. The final number comes in at almost 600 more students than last year's record enrollment. Along with that record, the university also reported a graduate enrollment of 6,241 students, which was also a new high for Texas Tech. Monday's announcements also stated a record retention rate for first-year students of 87%, which is up from 85% last year. Overall, Texas Tech is the 7th largest four-year university in Texas, and with this year's increase, it's possible that Tech could surpass 6th place University of North Texas. UNT has not released its total attendance for this fall 2019 at this time.
Although the fall semester is only a few weeks old, many students are already starting to think about their next step in their academic career. And for those who may be interested in escaping Lubbock for a while, an annual event offered options to study well beyond the city limits. Earlier today, the Office of International Affairs hosted the annual Study Abroad Fair in the Sub Ballroom. From 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., students could meet up with representatives from departments across campus to find out about options to study outside the United States. Attendees could also fill out applications for sessions taking place during the spring and intersession of 2020. Along with academic information, the fair also provided financial options for those who are worried about the cost of studying internationally.
Well, many of our students think that study abroad is financially out of reach, that they can't afford it, can't make the payments for that kind of thing. But we actually have programs that are cheaper than being on this campus in Lubbock. Something that most students don't know about, but there are options out there.
The Study Abroad Fair is one of OIA's biggest events of the year. Promotion from the fair started this summer and it wrapped up with the visit of Rango the camel on Wednesday. Rango spent several hours in the free speech area outside the sub promoting today's event.
The Study Abroad Fair was not the only event this week that gave students options for their future. Another campus group also set up shop in the sub ballroom to give students a chance to make a final verdict on whether or not to continue their education beyond a four-year degree. The Texas Tech Pre-Law program hosted their second annual law fair from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Tuesday. The fair was a chance for anyone interested in law school to stop by and find out about programs from around the nation. The event included representatives from Texas schools like the University of Houston, all the way to Seattle's University School of Law. Local representatives from Texas Tech's own School of Law were also available to talk to attendees. Unlike most fairs held in the sub, the Texas Tech Law Fair was open to anyone interested in law school, not just current Tech students. If you missed Tuesday's fair but are interested in learning more about the steps to attend law school, you can visit the pre-law advising website at prelaw.ttu.edu.
Over the last decade, the subject of climate change has become an important global topic. And as reports of climate change-related issues grow, a local group is asking students to take time and help save the planet. On Wednesday, Nathan Lewis set up a booth in the free speech area to encourage members of the tech community to attend an upcoming climate strike. Lewis is a member of the local chapter of the Citizens Climate Lobby, an international organization that works to influence global climate policy. Lewis spent time promoting a climate strike, which will be taking place this Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. in the Tim Cole Park at the intersection of 19th and University.
It's just bringing awareness to climate change, making sure people understand the challenges that we're facing. Hopefully we'll get some press out there to get people thinking about it. It's in the news more now with the Democratic debates and different things that are happening. The floods that have happened in the Midwest, hurricanes. Worldwide, there's immigration problems, lots of different things are happening, so we're just trying to bring awareness to that, make people see more of the situation.
Along with Friday's event, Lewis also informed passers-by about a new student organization on campus called Project Climate. The group just started this fall, and they will be focusing on finding ways to help students in the local community go green and bring more awareness to climate change. If you would like more information on Project Climate, you can contact Dr. Stephanie Borst at stephanie.borst@ttu.edu.
Speaking of changes in climate, the South Plains may be in for some much-needed rain over the next few days.
That's true, Angelina. So when will we need to pull out the umbrellas and raincoats? MCTV's Madison Hartin joins us now with a look at the forecast. Madison?
Thanks, Paige and Angelina. Well, you would never know it from looking outside right now at our MCTV tower cam. Right now it looks fairly mild outside. We have a couple of clouds dotting the sky out there, but for the most part it looks pretty mild. A little bit sunny outside, fairly mild temperatures, but you would not know it. But we are going to be experiencing some rain over the next couple of days, and we're going to have a bit of a doozy of a downpour. For today, our high climbed all the way up to 88 degrees, so a little bit warmer than we were expecting, and we're going to have thunderstorms coming in our PM hours. Probably around 5 to 6 is when we'll start seeing sprinkles around here. 30% chance of rain for the Lubbock metropolitan area to be exact. Now, pay attention to this wind. Right now, it's coming from the southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and as we all know, southeast of us is Houston, and they're experiencing a lot of severe weather right now due to Hurricane Amelia, like severe flash flooding and rain, and that is going to be climbing up over to us as that southeasterly wind continues. This wind is going to bring down our low temperatures a little bit. We're only going to be experiencing a low of 65 degrees and scattered thunderstorms as the evening continues into tomorrow. Looking at the South Plains as a whole, we can see that the most chances of rain that we have are going to be a little bit north of Lubbock, with about an inch to an inch and a half of rain possible. And again, with all that rain, because due to latent heat absorption, that is going to bring down our temperatures to be a little bit cooler. But for the most part, our cool temperatures are going to be in about the upper 60s, mid 60s, somewhere in that range. And the high temperatures really aren't going to get that different than they are today, probably mid to upper 80s. Now, the thing that we really need to be looking out for over the next couple days is the rain. For tomorrow, our high is going to be 88, low of 68, with a 50% chance of rain. Again, it's going to be cloudy for most of the day, and the actual rain is going to start into the PM hours, similar to how it is today, just a little bit more cloudy. But the thing about Lubbock is whenever it rains, it floods, so just keep that in mind. That southeasterly wind is going to be continuing into the area, and it will continue into Saturday with the same southeasterly wind, a little bit stronger now at 15 to 20 miles per hour. Still that 50% chance of rain, same temperatures, high of 88, low of 68. And then Sunday, as that wind shifts, and we're going to be getting wind from the south by southwest as opposed to the south by southeast, that is when the rain is finally going to be dispersing. So we're going to have a sunny Sunday. Partly cloudy that day, actually, high of 86, low of 64, and coming from the southwest again at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now, a little public service announcement for us. I mentioned this earlier. Lubbock metropolitan area does not have the best drainage in the world, so even if we get a little bit of rain, it is going to flood. And the places where it floods the worst is on our road system, so just remember, if you see that there's water on the road, turn around, don't drown. That can cause major car accidents, and you can injure not only yourself but others due to hydroplaning, or the fact that after about half an inch of rain is under your tires, it could actually sweep your car off the road. So even if you have a big pickup truck, don't overestimate yourself. Just remember, turn around, don't drown, and stay safe, Lubbock. That's all what we have for weather. I'm Madison Hartin for MCTV. Back to you.
Thanks, Madison. Football may be the talk of the sports world right now, but with the Texas Tech football team enjoying a bye week, the Red Raider basketball team is back in the spotlight. Yesterday afternoon, the athletic department released the 2020 Big 12 schedules for both men and women basketball teams. The Red Raiders will start off their big season with a Big 12 home opener against Oklahoma State on January 4th. From there, the team will face last year's Big 12 tournament winner, Iowa State, at the USA on January 18th, and last year's coach champion Kansas State at home on February 19th. The 2020 season will finish out with a showdown against Big 12 powerhouse Kansas on March 7th. On the women's side, the Lady Raiders get their season rolling with a Friday tip against Iowa State at the United Supermarkets Arena. Other big home dates include Kansas State on January 11th, followed by Texas on February 9th, and a visit by the current national champions, Baylor Bears, on February 18th. For the full 2019-2020 schedule for both teams, visit texastech.com.
Texas Tech soccer is also making news this week after a successful run in the Washington State University Cougar Classic last weekend. On Tuesday, junior forward Kirsten Davis was named the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week. Davis had 3 goals and 1 assist in the team's win over Loyola Marymount and UC Irvine. Davis was the first player from Tech to receive the recognition this season. Women's soccer is hoping to continue a 6-game winning streak against the University of South Florida this weekend in Tampa. First touch is set for Saturday at 6 p.m. in Corbett Stadium.
Back here at home, the Texas Tech volleyball team is hoping to improve their record as they host the annual Red Raider Classic at the United Supermarkets Arena this weekend. Tech will have home court advantage as they host Houston at 6 p.m. on Friday, followed by a 1 p.m. tip-off against Incarnate Word on Saturday. The team's last matchup in the Red Raider Classic will be against UTEP on Saturday night at 7 p.m. Tech volleyball is currently sitting at 7-7 on the season, and they start Big 12 play next week. As we mentioned earlier, today's Study Abroad Fair was a great opportunity for students to discover ways to escape campus and see the world.
But if you're just needing an escape from everyday world of class and homework, the art building here on campus is an option that's only a few minutes away. Throughout the year, the School of Art hosts various exhibitions that include both student and professional work. And from now until Sunday, you can catch a special display featuring artwork from 2 undergrad students. A distorted reality is currently on exhibit in the Art Building's South Gallery. Each of the pieces included were created by students Ali Aguirre and Samantha Garcia. A distorted reality is a showcase of both artists' experiences within their own reality. The exhibit is meant to show the differences in how each person sees the world around them. If you would like to see the display before it closes, you could stop by the Art Building today and tomorrow between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m., Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday from noon to 4 p.m. All exhibits in the building's landmark arts galleries are free and open to the public.
So, Paige, are you planning on stopping by the Art Building this week?
I think so. It sounds interesting. I might go.
I think we should go together.
Maybe we should. That's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check out ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.